Alright, everyone, we're on the 4th episode, I believe, right now. What was it? Last episode got... That's the only way I can describe it, just a lot. It got intense. And we're still thinking, and so, at the moment, yeah, let's just say there was a big misunderstanding, which has led to problems. So, yeah, pretty much, accidentally, we're racist. Well, not me, I guess, particularly, but the character was accidentally racist to, and so it was accidentally racist to Esther, which did not go well. Even though it was not intended, it still happened, and so now, yeah, we're in a pickle. So, we're now at the lake, I guess, trying to cool off from all this stuff, so let's get to it. Let me make sure it's recording properly. Okay, I just want to make sure. Why is it on edge this way? I realize it's not quite on screen as it should be. It doesn't matter, as long as you're showing what I need, it's fine. Anyway, the group trudges over to the lake. Dia sits down with Min by the water's edge. Look at the lake, study your lines again. Scared. That was a good idea, but I'll do it. Esther's sitting with Grace and, I can never, how do you say it? Saida? I mean, I think it's Saida. If I'm wrong, please correct me in the future. On a nearby log. Should I try to talk to her? That might piss her off even worse. I probably shouldn't. I wish my hair would go prematurely gray. Having white hair would be so cool. Me too. Even though no one else would see it? That's not true. I could show my hair to my family, other girls. It's true. She used to charge other girls $20 to your hair in the girls' bathroom. How do you know? Did you pay to see it? Yep. If you're interested, I'll let you see it for a special discount of $10. I'll pass. Are you sure? Limited time offer. Why is it limited time? Your hair's always gonna be there. For all you know, I could be dyeing it crazy new color every day. It could be blue, purple, pink, and you'll never know unless you check. Oh crap, maybe I should pay to see it again. You're seriously falling for that? Min rereads the script. When she reaches the end of the packet, she flips it over to make sure there's nothing on the back. To her horror, the backside is covered with a diverse array of numbers and numerical operations. What the heck is this? It looks like a serial killer wrote on it. Oh, it's just a pedestal I made up. Using the digits 1, 2, 5, and 7 only once each, you create expressions using any operation or result in an integer from 0 to 100. What in the actual hell would possess you to do that? It's called curiosity. When I look at a clock, I like to make the numbers do this. When I look at a clock, it's because I want to know what time it is. God, you're fucked in the head. That's funny. Okay, look at the lake. Okay, I hate naturey lakes like this. Why? It's nice here. It just reminds me of shit that happened to me in Florida. What happened? I mean, it's pretty much the same as the other stories I told you. I was just on a field trip that got ruined by racists. So now places like this are cursed. What did you mean earlier? About not being a woman? Do you mean age-wise? Oh, it's hard to explain. I never told this to anyone before. It's probably going to be confusing. That's okay. I don't really like being thought as a girl. But I'm not 100% removed from it, if that makes sense. Being called a woman or a lady is way worse. Like, disgusting. I definitely don't want strangers seeing me to think, oh, that's a woman. What do you want them to think? I don't know. I'm still freaking that part out. It tilts her head, perplexed. Don't get me wrong, girl is my favorite gender. Like, you're a girl, and you're the best thing that ever happened to me. I just only feel any connection to being a girl is really specific situations. No, I know. Sorry, just trying to wrap my head around it. Can I still call you my girlfriend? Yeah, I like being your girlfriend. I like being a lesbian. I'm not that into that being a girl part, but I relate super hard with the no interest in men part. It's more like being called ma'am or miss, Mrs. that really skeeves me out. I know it doesn't make that much sense. Like, gender's not real in the first place, so no, it makes sense. I feel like I already knew that before you said it. You're okay with it? So it is released via nods. It's very you. It's kind of cool. You're like a gender outlaw. Yeah, that's me. So lucky to have the sweetest, kindest, purest girlfriend in the world who has to be protected at all costs. And if they can't let her find out about that the racist thing. Yeesh. Look at the lake. Okay. Then he continues watching the clear rippling water. All of a sudden, Noelle yelps and turns indignantly to Arkarsha. Did you throw a rock at me? Nope. Maybe it's the water. The water threw a rock at me. It was just a little pebble, right? I bet the waves could have picked it up. She definitely threw the rock at her. It's the size of the bench she and a lizard are sitting at. Why is it wherever we go, we end up babysitting people? Do you think it's firstborn child syndrome? She might be onto something. My siblings are pretty immature, so it's usually up to me to make sure the house doesn't burn down. What if we started acting really immature too? Then someone else will be forced to pick up the slack. How do you propose that we do that? I don't know, maybe we should just start talking with no filter. Instead of thinking about what we say, we just say whatever pops into our minds first. Very interesting. After a brief break, the group gets back to filming. Take 11. Action. Is that a toy? I just realized this is a toy, microphone. Is it one of those microphones when you, like, wake it back and forth, makes that wow, 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 wow sound? I wanna know. I need answers. Hello. How do you feel about the removal of gray wolves from the endangered species list? I feel ecstatic that this listing removed protection for wolves in Idaho and Montana. Now it's legal for me to hunt them, and I can't wait to kill tons of wolves. When they finally get through the whole scene, Yara rewards me with a quick peck on the cheek. Good job. I'm all sweaty and nasty right now. You don't have to do that. You're not nasty. I don't mind it. Oh. Noelle grumbles as she sits next to Karsha at the picnic table and takes a sip of water. I still can't believe you threw a rock at my face. Hey, that is a gross exaggeration. Wait, so you admit it was you who threw it now? First of all, I lobbed it. Second of all, I lobbed it at her neck, not her face. Well, it hit my face. Intent matters here. You were making it sound way worse than it was. Yeah, intent does matter. I didn't mean to hurt Esther's feelings either. And uneasily glances over at Esther. She's reviewing the footage on the camcorder. I wish the whole thing never happened. Okay, we're good to start the whole family interview. Yes! I call being wolf mom. Well, I wanted to be mommy too. Well, I definitely don't want to be the dad. It could be two moms. Adopted. Wolf mom and wolf mom 2. Wolf mom 2 definitely sounds like the inferior one though. There's gotta be a way to make them sound equal. Like, how are there always two versions of Pokemon, like Diamond and Pearl? Does this really matter? Hey, this is the scene where I kill Akarsha, right? Aren't I supposed to have a gun? Oh, I brought a Nerf gun you can use. It's in the tent with the other stuff. Okay, I'll go get it. Remember to through the duffel bag of costumes in search of the Nerf gun. Wait, so is the microphone there too? I don't know. Look for it yourself. Phil sneezes as she steps into the dusty tent. Achoo! Shut up. Shut up! Oh my god. No one joins me by the duffel bag. Suddenly no one frowns at her. What, you got a problem or something? For one heart-stopping moment, I'm sure she's been exposed as racist somehow, but she soon realizes no one's just glaring at the dirt that attracted to the tent. You wore your boots inside? You're getting dirt everywhere. Oh, that's it? It's barely anything. You got a leaf on the sleeping bag already. See? So brush it off. Who cares? I care. You're the one responsible, so you should be the one to brush it off. It's just one fucking leaf. Stop splitting hairs over nothing. You're the one being difficult here. Just apologize and get the leaf off. You really want me to get that leaf off? Take this! Grabs one end of the sleeping bag and swings it at Noelle. Holy Jesus! Noelle in the torso? What is happening? Oh my god. Hey, I'm telling on you. Go ahead and try it. Turbone? Turbone? I don't know. Trombone? Whatever. Anyway, Noelle seizes a handful of sleeping bag as tries to land another blow. You gormless brute! What the fuck you mean I'm wormless? Take that back! Oh my god, the music. Min yanks on the sleeping bag hard. It loses Noel's grip, sending Min hurling backwards. Whoa! Min loses her balance completely and falls backwards into the wall of the tent. Oh no. Min hits the ground but first, pinning the fabric of the tent down with her weight. The tent collapses, lengthening its occupants in nylon, and feels herself sliding backwards down a slope. The tent's rolling down the hill! Min and Noel blindly tumble down the hill with their limbs wrapped in tent, screaming all the way. Ah! Eventually, they crash into a large bush at the bottom of the ravine. Min crawls out of the tangled mess, spitting dirt and twigs out of her mouth. Oh, how I despise you. Noel gathers the tent into her arms and tries to trudge back up to the park in her socks. What happened to your shoes? I took them off before coming into the tent, like a civilized person. Okay. See, this is why keeping them on is better. I win. No, you don't. This issue would never arise under normal circumstances. Look how much faster I'm walking than you. See? Loser. Oh my god. It looks back and sees how far behind Noelle is. She looks pretty pathetic dragging the tent through the dirt. And reluctantly goes back and yanks the tent away from her. What's the matter with you today? What? Generally speaking, you strike me as someone who can't take criticism. But you haven't blown up on me like this for months. Did something happen between you and Esther? What? No, why? During our scene, you kept eyeing her like she was going to bite you. Oh, hell. If even fucking Noelle can tell, I might be as well have been wearing a neon sign saying what happened. We sort of got in a fight. She got all offended by something I said. What did you say? I don't even want to say it. It's so fucking embarrassing. I was kind of like, I didn't know black people cared about grades. What? Why? I don't know. None of my classes ever had black people in them. So I felt like I was learning something new from the story she was telling me. I was just trying to express that. So you decided to tell her you held a bigoted belief that only changed after a random anecdote she shared? I wasn't thinking, okay? It's easy to pick apart now in hindsight, but the whole thing happened in like 5 seconds. I didn't even have anything against her or black people in general. Come on, you know me. When I hate people, I let them know. Yes, I'm well aware of that. So it should have been obvious I didn't mean anything bad by it. When people do Asian accents or say stuff about Koreans, I don't flip out. You don't? That time we were walking around and got konnichiwa? You were oh, konnichiwa. Okay, sorry. I was reading that weirdly. I don't know. You were furious. That was coming from a white creep. It was clearly hateful. But if it was just a joke or something worded insensitively, it doesn't always mean the person actually hates Asians. I'm not sure I follow your logic here. Are you saying as long as something's not intentionally hateful racism, it doesn't bother you? Yeah, it doesn't. Because I'm not a sensitive crybaby. Oh my god, it hit me! Oh my god, it hit me! I had like a That's So Raven moment where I'm like, oh my god, the problem, I know why. She doesn't, okay, it's her dad. It was her dad that made, okay. Sorry, I just had a realization about the whole situation of why the whole, oh, you shouldn't be so sensitive about it thing is her dad made it seem like you shouldn't be sensitive over racism, even though the reality is, that's not the way to look at it. Anyway, woof, okay. But if you had a choice, wouldn't you rather they not say those things? Well, duh, if I could press a button and magically no one ever said that stuff again, that'd be cool. Then it does bother you. Okay, yeah, but maybe it would bother me a little, but I wouldn't make a huge stink about it. If it bothers you, doesn't it make sense to complain about it? If I were some weak-ass sissy, sure, but I'm not, so I don't sweat that kind of small stuff. But we just established that you are bothered by it. You just deny it because in your eyes, it's weakness to admit you're hurt because of the tough guy act you're having going on. Ro got this insufferably smug expression on her face, like she suffers a misprint in an exam that no one else has found yet. I think I understand now. Understand what? You weren't even there. You think Esther's overreacting because of in similar situations? You do nothing. When she told you your response was racist, you became enraged by her audacity to complain about things you suffered through in silence. Admitting that you're genuinely hurt, her feelings would require the admission that you've been hurt before too. There you go. That was explaining it way better than I could. Of course, she would, because she's genius. But anyway, and your fragile ego cannot allow that. Shit. Maybe she's onto something. In conclusion, Esther's right, you're wrong, and you're racist. This sucks so bad. Okay, covered in dirt, twigs, and struggles to put the tent back up. Are you okay? Not really. I feel like absolute dog shit. Oh no. I just want to hide what I did. I want to dig a hole and bury the terrible truth where no one will ever find it. What happened? I don't really want to talk about it. At a loss for how to handle the situation, Nia quietly helps her pitch the tent. Oh no. Huh? Look. Nia points to the malformed-looking butterfly clinging to the tent fabric. Oh, ew! What's wrong with its wing? It's all crinkled. I think it's stuck like that. That's so sad. Maybe it's because of the false spring. False spring? It's when it's super warm, but it's still winter. It messes up a lot of animals because they think it's spring when it's not. Maybe the weird environment messes it up while it was forming. Nia tries to get the deformed leg to crawl onto a twig. It's hard to watch. Is that what I'm like? Because I grew up with racists and got taught the worst lessons ever? I feel like I went through hell and came out the other side in a most monumentally fucked up shape. Huh? What do you mean? Yeah, you would never break up with me, right? No. What if I did something bad? I mean, like, really bad. What did you do? Are you sure you wouldn't break up with me, though? What did you do? Min tells you what happened, bracing yourself for the worst. And that's why Esther's at me. That wasn't very nice of you. Sounds like something racist my mom would say. Yeah, I know. Poor Esther. Her comment sounds cool, too. Do you hate me now? I mean, it was bad, but at least you realize it. Everyone makes mistakes. Everyone makes racist mistakes. But it's not like people were born knowing things either. Everyone has blind spots. How come you've never offended someone like I did then? I don't talk to people very much. So most of my mistakes just happen in my mind. Well, then how come Noelle doesn't offend people? I mean, she's pretty ignorant about gay people before we started dating. I mean, literally, like, just only a while ago we talked about that, so, last episode. When people said the narrator of The Great Gatsby was great in our English class, we all got scandalized and argued against it. She kept insisting there had to be another explanation, but I think she was just grossed out by the thought of it. That's not as bad as insulting someone's entire race, though. Not trying to say she messed up. Not saying that she's trying to mess up worse. My point is that she got better about it. She wouldn't do that anymore. So I don't hold it against her. Just because you were ignorant about something, that doesn't mean you're bad forever. I don't know. It doesn't undo the fact that I was racist to Esther already, and now she hates me. Did you say sorry? No. She might not forgive you, but you should at least tell her. And feels such anguish upon hearing Nia's suggestion that it takes her a moment to sputter something out. But no one ever apologized to me! In horror, her eyes fills with tears. So many people did way worse things to me, and they never said sorry. None of my racist bully ever said sorry. My dad never said sorry. Why is it only me who has to say sorry when what I did wasn't even as bad? It's not fair. Nia pulls her into her arms and hugs her tightly as if trying to squeeze all the grief out of her body. And Lacing in warmth, letting the familiar touch and the steady rhythm of the heartbeat calm her down. What happened to you wasn't fair. But that doesn't mean you should be unfair too. Well, you'll just continue the cycle. You can apologize even if they don't. But it's not fair. I want them to suffer. I want them to die. If I just forget about them, that means they got away with everything. That means they won, and I lost. But it isn't losing worse to let people... Isn't it losing worse to let people you hate keep controlling your life? It's like that saying, if you seek revenge, dig 2 graves. Is it worth it to hurt yourself in the name of fairness? Is that what I'm doing? Crashing the car just to get back at them? The 2 graves you are and the person you got revenge on, by the way. Not 2 different people you killed. No, I got that. You're right. Why should I let pieces of shit keep controlling me even years later? If nothing they did matter, I'll show them. Yeah. Min dashes off and finds Esther setting up the next scene. What took you so long? Everyone's ready to do the wolf death scene. Can we talk first? Esther gives her a guarded look. That depends. I'm sorry I was an asshole earlier. I shouldn't have said the racist stuff about black people, the weird stuff about your hair. Yeah, you shouldn't have. You're right. I should have known better. I know how much it sucks looking different from everyone else. Esther lets out a sigh, looking exhausted. You think people would know, but they don't. It's like being kicked on both sides. I go through all the same stuff as everyone else at school, but no one sees me as one of them. Everyone thinks I'm not pure Asian. I'm not as smart, or I don't study as much. Don't worry, I don't think that. I learned my lesson. I'm not racist anymore. Yeah. Are you? You are? Huh? You're literally still racist. You did all you did was apologize for one specific thing. But what else am I supposed to do then? Try to educate yourself and not say random crap about other ethnicities? And say sorry next time you're racist instead of being all rude and defensive. Next time, that makes it sound like it's gonna happen again. Honestly, it probably will. So you're saying I'm always be racist no matter what I do? Lily's so horrified that Esther gives her a pity look. I mean, literally everyone on Earth is ignorant to some degree about something. For my webcomic, I tried to do research albinos and double amputees the best I could, but I'm still not sure I portrayed everything right. Double amputee? What the fuck is going on in your comic? No one's perfect. You just gotta do your best and learn from your mistakes. Oh, okay. But I hate thinking I'm gonna make a different mistake at some point and have to apologize again. It's fucking mortifying. I mean, it shouldn't be mortifying to admit that you were wrong about something. I guess it shouldn't be. Hey, are we ready to party? Yeah, let's do it. So, are we good for now? I guess. Can I still use the, Prodigy thing you said earlier? Huh? Yeah, knock yourself out. Anna hides behind a tree with her nerve gun, waiting for her cue. How has your pact helped balance the ecosystem here? We prevented the elk population from exploding and overgrazing. Before we were reintroduced, many biologists are concerned about eroding and plants dying off. Unfortunately, many ranchers and hunters don't understand this. In fact, the state of Idaho is planning to kill hundreds of wolves this winter. This is where we always screw up and have to start over. Every time our Karsten makes eye contact with her, she starts laughing. Mom, leaf green. I'm scared. Are we going to die? Holy shit, she finally did it! Goo goo gaga. I know his eye twitches as she recites her next line. Who is this adorable little thing? This is our wolf puppy. Normally mated pairs produce a litter per year, but we adopted her. We love her so much. I'm only 5 months old. Die! He's out of behind the tree and shoots a flurry of Nerf pellets at Akarsha. No! I only kill a very small number of cattle per year. Ark. Akarsha goes down and then continues shooting her ass with a Nerf gun. No! Our innocent puppy! I'll be back to kill the rest of you! And runs off screen, leaving Krista is crying very unconvincingly over Akarsha's body. How could this happen? If only we were still on the endangered species list. Well, it turns slowly to the camera. Today, I learned that listing gray wolves from the endangered species list would have devastating consequences. And that's a wrap. Finally, we've been here for 6 hours! We may have just produced the worst video ever. Relieved to be back in her regular clothes, and looks around. Seems like people are packing up. Look in the tent. The tent lab already open. Min climbs inside, to her surprise, Akarsha's already in there. Shh! Look! She points to Noelle, who's sound asleep on the sleeping. Damn, she must have been pretty tired to just conk out like that. Like this. Listen, I have the biggest brain in the world. She gleefully lies down on the ground next to Noelle. Help me braid her hair together. I have short hair, dipshit. Do I look like I know how to braid hair? I can't do it myself. It's too hard when I'm lying down like this. Come on, putty please. God, when you talk like that, I just want to smash your head with the rock. Min crawls over, and grabs a lock of Akarsha and Noelle's hair in each hand. It's easy. You just gotta split it into 3 strands and alternate which one goes on top. Like this. Confused, Min just randomly twists their hair together And then she lets go. The braid loosens and unravels. Shit. Noelle scowls in her sleep as Min tries again. Garsha! Garsha freezes, but Noelle just turns to her side and mumbles to herself. Just because it's suitable for large primates doesn't mean you should eat it. What is she dreaming about? Esther sticks her head in the head. Can you hand me my backpack? What? Wait, what are you guys doing? Psst, help! Esther, do you know how to do braided hair? Esther assesses the situation for a moment before shrugging. Okay, why not? Thank you! After a few minutes, Esther manages to weave Akarsha and Noelle's hair into one giant messy braid. You did it! I wonder when she's gonna realize. Noelle stares in her sleeping bag. Her head gets jerked back up by her hair, which is now bound to Akarsha. She barely rubs her eyes. Bonjour. That's funny. Noelle pulls upright, screaming. What's wrong, Frenchman? Bad hair day? Why? Get me out of here! Whoa, calm down. Calm down, you literally attacked me in my sleep! I mean, you could just unbraid it. It's not that bad. Yeah, tons of people in the world have it way worse than you. Shut up! I hate all of you! She turns toward Esther with an aura that can only be described as murderous. Akarsha clumsily lays back down, dragging Noelle down with her. Ah! I'll hold her back. Run! Nice knowing you. Bye! Bro, I'll never forget your sacrifice. Min makes their escape. Inside the tent, there's muffled scream followed by a crash. And then stakes pop out from the ground as the tent rolls back over, tumbling around the hill again. Ah! Again? There it goes. Esther appeared down the bottom of the hill, where Noelle and Karsha and the tent have landed in a tangle of heap. Suddenly, something dawns on Esther and she straightens up, her eyes shining. I can use this! In my comic, it totally fixes the part I was stuck on. The hell kind of story you were writing where you could even use this? Some kind of camping disaster? You understand, it's perfect. I gotta write this down. Sorry for the really random jump cut. This is quite many hours later. I had to cut because, long story short, I had to do a couple things, and so, yeah. Anyway, so we're back on the scene. Anyway, isn't your sketchbook and everything down there though? Inside your backpack? Crap. You're right. I guess I'll go grab it. Esther sighs and heads down the hill to retrieve her things. I don't really get it, but good for her. Go away. The tree stump. Okay. Krista and Liz are staring at the disseminated tree stump. What happened to this? It looks like a cannibal hit it. Beats me. I should probably keep my mouth shut. Well, I suppose it's not our problem. Speaking of problems, what do you think of your afternoon as an irresponsible person? It was even more tiring than being responsible. Did you see them knock the tent down the hill twice? Yeah, I just ignored it. Me too. We probably could have finished a couple hours if we just wrangled them like we normally do. Yep. Man, I thought I was really onto something. And turns to walk away, but to her surprise, she hears footsteps running up behind her. Wait, Min! Min stops to let her catch up. What? I couldn't help but overhear some of what you were saying at the lake. This scribbles down something on a scrap of paper and hands it to Min like a doctor giving a prescription. You need to go on the internet. The internet? Min scrutinizes the scrap of paper. It says genderfork.com. It's one you might like. How the hell would you know what I like? I'm trans. Huh? Wait, whoa, what? Wait, hold on, wait, whoa, I was not, I mean, well, I guess that's not, like, a thing you would, you know, ask or know or things like that, but, I didn't know, but, interesting, cool, though. I mean, not that being genderqueer is necessarily the same as being trans, but I'm here if you ever like to talk. Have fun. Huh. Liz pats Min on the head and leaves her standing there, clutching the little scrap of paper in absolute shock. I guess I should look that up when I get home. Huh. Interesting. Said the dignity table. Grace is trying to squeeze the costumes back into her bag. Hey, Min. Do you know if your brother's single? Oh, great. Do you think you could introduce us? I mean, I'm not sure he even likes girls. Oh, Darn. What is it that you like about him? He's so cute. He looks kind of like Jade Dragon. Do you like my brother just because he's Korean? What? Can you chill out a bit with the whole Korea thing? Sorry, I just got excited about K-pop. Liking K-pop is fine, but just be normal about it. Sorry. You don't have to keep apologizing. It's annoying. As long as you get it. Yeah. Okay, yeah. I'll be normal now. Okay. Walk to the lake. Mia is watching the water. Amanda joins her. Mia tilts her head at her. You said this place was cursed, right? Mia sighs and wraps her arms around Mia's waist. Yeah. Mia rests her forehead against his. Her long lashes tickling in the skin as she blinks. What if we uncursed it? Huh? How? By making new memories together. Oh, memories together. Anyway, Mia hugs her tighter, squishing his face directly into her chest. Oh. It's so soft. I love you. I'm gonna be honest about that one day, but you know what? Maybe not today, mate. His mind in such a disarray that it takes her seconds to process what he is saying. In a Herculean feat of self-control, she managed to stop rubbing her face against his chest and meet his gaze. Wait, you know what that means? He nods, her cheeks tinged pink. It wasn't a lot of K-pop songs that Grace played. So I asked her, and I found out what it really meant. Sorry I lied to me. No, it makes me happy you wanted me to say that. Because I do. Love you. Even now that you know what an asshole I am? You think I didn't know that before? I guess I was always hating and threatening people. And why do you still like me? Because you're also really brave and resilient and cool. I feel like the world tries to make people into certain shapes. But you fight it on purpose. You try as hard as you can. And I think it's amazing. And subconsciously, I think I understood. Understood what? You're always telling me you'll protect me and kill people who hurt me. Because you wish someone did that for you. I'm just stunned speechless. It feels like a curtain was suddenly pulled back on something shameful in him, exposing it to the blazing sun. But Mia doesn't flish away, just gazes into her eyes. I love you. Blinking hard, Mia smiles back at her. I love you too. Teach me how to say it? And yeah, I love you. Man, that's a mouthful. Nan una kata. I mean, this is really probably having Nan una kata Karen? Anyway, I love you. I'm not gonna try it. I love you. It's kind of hard. I can't really say it, obviously, because no. Alright. We are, on Noel. Okay. So, I think we're gonna stop here, because, my story was quite a bit long, just in general, so I mean, the story is gonna cut into 2 parts here, so I think this is a nice place to stop. It's a little bit of probably of a shorter episode than I would usually, do it, but, I don't know. I just thought, yeah, this would be kind of better anyway, just to kind of cut it short that way. So, you know, so this means the story into 2 parts. There you go. And then we'll next time do Noel in the next episode. So, with that, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you like it, if you dislike it, comment below what you thought. And yeah, I'll see you guys. And subscribe if you want to. And I'll see you guys in the next one. So, bye guys.